ومحمد وآل محمد صلوات. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. سبح اسم ربك الأعلى الذي خلق فسوى والذي قدر فهدى والذي أخرج المرعى فجعله غثاء أحوى سنقرئك فلا تنسى إلا ما شاء الله إنه يعلم الجهر وما يخفى ونيسرك لليسرى فذكر إن نفعت الذكرى سيذكر من يخشى ويتجنبها الأشقى الذي يصلى النار الكبرى ثم لا يموت فيها ولا يحيا قد أفلح من تزكى وذكر اسم ربه فصلى بل تؤثرون الحياة الدنيا والآخرة خير وأبقى إن هذا لفي الصحف الأولى صحف إبراهيم وموسى. صدق الله العلي العظيم. الفاتحة.
بر محمد وآل محمد صلوات. جھولا جھولانا اسے اے زمین کربلا لوریا دینا اسے اے زمین کربلا جسے نراشا ہے یہ بھوکا پیاسا ہے یہ دودھ پلانا اسے اے زمین کربلا نازوں کا پالا ہے یہ راتوں کا جاگا ہے یہ گوری سلانا اسے اے زمین کربلا خاص مسلمان ہے یہ اصغر ناداں ہے یہ پانی پلانا اسے اے زمین کربلا کامل ایمان ہے یہ فاطمہ کی جان ہے یہ بھول نہ جانا اسے اے زمین کربلا خون میں ہے تر بتر یہ میرا رشک کمر دلہا بنانا اسے اے زمین کربلا چھت گیا سکھا گلا رحم نہ اس پہ کیا تو نہ بھلانا اسے اے زمین کربلا جھولا جھولا نہ اسے اے زمین کربلا صلو علی النبی
محمد وآل محمد صلوات جو عالم توے کا نام سازی میں کشا منوانگو اصغر حکور جیا جو عالم توے کا نام سازی میں کشا منوانگو اصغر حکور جیا گزالو سی کنا جانگوا ہیلو نکو پاتے وا پیواری دیوا مویو گزالو سی کنا جانگوا ہیلو نکو پاتے وا پیواری دیوا مویو akieleza mama kwa kilio, mwana wangu asghar hakurejea. Maji tulipo sisi fungiwa, nilishindwa hata kukupa maziwa. Maji tulipo sisi fungiwa, nilishindwa hata kukupa maziwa. Shida ya kiu tulizidiwa, mwana wangu asghar hakurejea. Jua jangwani lawaka sana, aliomba maji kwao sana. Jua jangwani lawaka sana, aliomba maji kwao sana. Kiu ya mwanangu ni kali sana, mwana wangu asghar hakurejea. Jibu la haraka ulitokeza, mshale uchungu ulichomoza. Jibu la haraka ulitokeza, mshale uchungu ulichomoza. Shingo ya mwanangu uliuchinja, mwana wangu asghar hakurejea. Damu ulianza kutiririka, ardhi na anga kusikitika. Damu ulianza kutiririka, ardhi na anga kusikitika. Ilimbidi baba uso kupaka, mwana wangu asghar hakurejea. Jua limetowekana, saa zimekwisha, mwana wangu asghar hakurejea. Salawat.
محمد وآل محمد صلوات. نیزے سے اصغر کو نظر آئی جو مادر، دیکھا کھلا سر ہے پریشان ہے مضطر، رونے لگے کہنے لگے تب علی اصغر، ماں مجھے اپنے سینے سے لگا لے، ماں مجھے اپنی گودی میں چھپا لے، ماں مجھے اپنے سینے سے لگا لے، ماں مجھے اپنی گودی میں چھپا لے، ماں میں نیزے پہ ہوں، ماں میں نیزے پہ ہوں، اماں بہت دن ہوئے جھولے میں نہ سویا، ماں تیری عزت کی قسم پھر بھی نہ رویا، اب تجھے دیکھا تو میرے لب ہوئے گویا، آج بندے ہاتھوں کو جھولا سا بنا لے، سینے سے لگا لے، ماں میں نیزے پہ ہوں، ماں میں نیزے پہ ہوں، ماں مجھے اپنی سینے سے لگا لے، جسم کہاں سر ہے کہاں آئے مقدر، اماں بدن رہ گیا کربل کی زمین پر، اماں تیرے ساتھ چلا آیا میرا سر، کرتے تجھے کیسے لعینوں کے حوالے، سینے سے لگا لے، ماں میں نیزے پہ ہوں، ماں میں نیزے پہ ہوں، گرم ہوا گرم زمین جلتا ہوا تیر، اماں ذرا سوچو میرے قد سے برا تیر، کیسے کہوں حلق پہ جس وقت لگا تیر، ہو گئے بے ہوش مجھے دیکھنے والے، سینے سے لگا لے، ماں میں نیزے پہ ہوں، ماں میں نیزے پہ ہوں، کب سے سکینہ نے نہیں مجھ کو کیا پیار، کرب و بلا کوفہ کہاں شام کا بازار، ڈرتی ہے کیا خون سے برے دیکھ سے رخسار، نیزے کے نزدیک ذرا اس کو بلا لے، سینے سے لگا لے، ماں میں نیزے پہ ہوں، ماں میں نیزے پہ ہوں، دیکھ تیرا لختے جگر یوں تو ہے اصغر، نیزہ سواری ہے اکبر کے برابر، نو کے سینہ پر ہے ستارہ سا میرا سر، میری شجاعت پہ گلے مجھ کو لگا لے، سینے سے لگا لے، ماں میں نیزے پہ ہوں، ماں میں نیزے پہ ہوں، بابا کا سر بھائی کا سر نو کے سینہ پر، آپ کے سر پہ نہیں اماں کوئی چادر، کیسے میں برداشت کروں اماں یہ منظر، جلتی ہوئی خاک سے منہ اپنا چھپا لے، سینے سے لگا لے، ماں میں نیزے پہ ہوں، ماں میں نیزے پہ ہوں، ماں مجھے اپنی سینے سے لگا لے، ماں مجھے اپنی گودی میں چھپا لے. ماں میں نیزے پہ ہوں, ماں میں نیزے پہ ہوں. محمد وعلی محمد صلوات.
صلی اللہ نبی. اے ماں تم مجھے پاس بلا لو, مجھے پیاس صداتی ہے. اے ماں تم مجھے پاس بلا لو, مجھے پیاس صداتی ہے. تربت سے علی اصغر کی, تربت سے علی اصغر کی آواز یہ آتی ہے. اے ماں تو مجھے پاس بلا لو, مجھے پیاس صداتی ہے. یاد آئے بہت مجھ کو تیرا جھولا جھلانا ہے, کبھی سینے سے لگا کے تیرا لوری سنانا. جب ریت گرم پیاری ماں, جب ریت گرم پیاری ماں میرے تن کو جلاتی ہے. اے ماں تو مجھے پاس بلا لو, مجھے پیاس صداتی ہے. پیاس کی شدت سے گلا سوکھا پڑا ہے, ہے زخمی گلا اس میں ماں درد پڑا ہے. تربت میں اکیلا ہوں میں, تربت میں اکیلا ہوں میں, تنہائی در آتی ہے. اے ماں تم مجھے پاس بلا لو, مجھے پیاس صداتی ہے. رحم اللہ مناز الفاتحہ.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Rahil Ibrahimji. Tonight is the 10th night of Muharram. Oh. Tonight is the 10th night of Muharram, the night of Ashura. I feel blessed that I was given this night to speak, because I will be taking you all on a journey to the land of Karbala. Imagine being able to go from Najaf, where Imam Ali is buried, to Samra, where the 10th and 11th Imam are buried, to Qazman, where the 7th and 9th Imam are buried, and finally reaching the land known as the Peace from Heaven, Karbala, where Imam Hussein, his sons, Hazrat Abbas, and the rest of his family's members are buried. Last month, my family was lucky enough to go on this amazing journey and actually come this amazing journey and see everything actually come to life. When we got to Najaf, we went to the shrine of Imam Ali. I felt content and at ease. You could just feel how peaceful it was. At Fajr time, you could hear the birds chirping, and seeing the sun reflect on the shrine of Imam Ali made it seem more beautiful than it already was. From Najaf, we went to Samara. We visited the shrine of Imam Hassan al-Askari and Imam Muhammad al-Naqi. The area in Samara was completely war-torn and destroyed. You could still see the bullet casings and gunshots through the walls because of the war. In the actual shrines, you could see parts that were affected by the war as well. This is also the area where the 12th Imam was last seen. This place is in the shrine itself, and we got to see that as well. From Samra, we went to Kazmin. In Kazmin, we visited the shrines of Imam Musa al-Qadam and Imam Muhammad al-Taqi. The shrines were so grand and the details were exquisite. Finally, from Kazmin, we went to Karbala. While we were walking to our hotel, we had this beautiful view of the shrine of Hazrat Abbas. I couldn't wait to go inside and have this experience. When we left from our hotel to go to the shrines of Hazrat Abbas and Imam Hussein, I felt excited, but I was also nervous. I didn't know what to expect or how I would feel when I actually got there. When we got to the door of Hazrat Abbas, otherwise known as Babul Hawaij, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe I was standing at the door of one of the greatest warriors in Islamic history. After that, we started walking toward the shrine of Imam Hussein, the savior of humanity. When I walked to the shrine, I was blown away by all the emotions that you felt there. I was happy, I was sad, I was excited, I was restless, all at the same time. I saw so many people there crying and asking for their wishes to be fulfilled. I knew that those wishes would be fulfilled because that's who Imam Hussein is. People from all over the world come to visit Imam Hussein, and it really reassured my faith in humanity again. Regardless of your background or where you are from, Imam Hussein welcomes you to his land of Karbala, a place where wishes are fulfilled and dreams really do come true. Inshallah, I pray that everyone is able to visit Imam Hussein and have this breathtaking experience. Thank you.
Brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum. Thank you, Brother Ahili, for that speech. Inshallah, your du'as get accepted and we all get an opportunity to visit and do the ziyarah, inshallah. A couple of really quick announcements. First of all, as always, would like to welcome all of the new members and new participants to the programs. We really enjoy seeing all the new faces, and inshallah, we'll continue to see new faces. If you'd like to receive our emails, our program emails, if you go onto our website, lajamaat.org, you can sign up to be on the email list, and you will receive emails about our program. So please do that, inshallah. Today we had if you had remembered, we had the homeless feeding event. We had that this afternoon, and it was extremely successful. We had several members of the Jamaat there feeding the homeless and providing them with hygiene kits. It was a very successful event. Inshallah, we'll plan more in the future, and we'll have more people attend those as well, inshallah. I wanted to make a quick announcement about the Mbola Grave Plot Program. For those of you that are aware, the Mbola stands for Muslim Burial Organization of Los Angeles. There's a Muharram special going on for buying grave plots. The prices are $2,700, and there's a Muharram special of $100 off of that price before Chehlum, inshallah. The prices also start to go up in January. So if you are interested in purchasing a plot, please do see the Dr. Ali on the men's side or Sister Nasreen Ali on the women's side for that, inshallah. More information, and there will be flyers available outside for those who are interested as well. A quick announcement on the program for tomorrow. On the website, the program lists that the Amal will begin at 9 a.m. That's an error. Inshallah, we'll fix that tonight. The Amal program will actually begin tomorrow at 10 a.m. So inshallah, everybody who wants to participate in the Amal of Ashura will be here at 10 a.m. inshallah. And then the program will continue through the entire day, and it'll end with the Sham-e Ghariba program. The Sham-e Ghariba program will start immediately after Maghribain namaz. So namaz time we will have is at 7, and the majlis will begin promptly at 7:30. I know we're used to having the majlis start at 8:30 on these other nights, but on Sham-e Ghariba, we will begin immediately after Maghrib at 7:30, inshallah. So please, we will update the website tonight with the 9 a.m. To 10 a.m. for Amal. But other than that, the program is updated. So inshallah, we'll see everybody tomorrow as well. If I can just ask everybody to just move a little bit forward so it doesn't interrupt the Sheikh when more people come in, that would be really appreciative. And with that, with a loud salawat, I would like to welcome Sheikh Abbas Ismail. Muhammad wa ala Muhammad, salawat.
رحم الله من قرأ الفاتحة. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين، خاتم النبيين، شفيع المذنبين، رحمة للعالمين، مولانا وسيدنا أبي القاسم محمد. اللهم وعلى آله الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين المنتجبين، لا سيما بقية الله في الأرض، أرواحنا له الفداء، ولعنة الله على أعدائهم أجمعين من الآن إلى قيام يوم الدين. أما بعد، فقد قال أمير المؤمنين علي بن أبي طالب: والله لأن أبيت على حسك السعدان مسحدا، أو أجر في الأغلال مصفدا، أحب إلي من أن ألقى الله ورسوله يوم القيامة ظالما لبعض العباد وغاصبا لشيء من الحطام، وكيف أظلم أحدا لنفس يسرع إلى البلاء قفولها ويطول في الثراء حلولها. صلوات على محمد وآل محمد. Tonight is basically the last lecture of our series, because tomorrow we will spend the lectures or the majlis in morning, and Monday inshallah we are going to have a Q&A kind of discussion. So as a lecture proper, this is going to be the last one. So join me in giving our condolences first of all on this sad night, this night of grief, to our living Imam first of all, and to all of the Ahlul Bayt, and to all of the Mu'mineen, and to one another. Tonight is the night of Ashura, again full of sadness, full of grief. Tomorrow is the day of Ashura. As you know, we have certain etiquettes regarding the day of Ashura. The main focus of the entire day is to mourn and grieve over our beloved Imam, Imam Hussein alayhi salatu wassalam. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad. So the emphasis is upon mourning, grieving. As much as is possible, we are told to stay away from worldly matters, any trivial matters. Our conversations should reflect the same. Our actions should reflect the same. Our dressing, everything should be as somber and as mournful as possible. Again, we have certain teachings which you know more than me, that on the day of Ashura, even giving salam is discouraged. Of course, we have a habit, so sometimes it comes out, which is fine, it's not a big issue. But as much as possible, we use the phrase, عَظَّمَ اللَّهُ أُجُورَنَا وَأُجُورَكُمْ. May Allah amplify our reward for our grief and mourning over Imam Hussein. This is what we say on the day of Ashura. So as much as possible, you have this air of grief and mourning, inshallah, over the grandson of Rasulullah. Now, tonight the topic is part 2 of our discussion yesterday, which was on the role of justice in our life. And we've chosen khutbah number 223 from Nahjul Balagha to be our guiding principle in this. This is the famous khutbah of Amir al-Mu'mineen, in which he says that he meets his brother Aqil. Aqil is basically in a bad situation. Financially, Aqil is suffering. His children are suffering. Mawla in this khutbah actually says, Aqil had come to me and I saw that his children even were, going through a tough time. They had disheveled hair, they had a dusty countenance due to starvation. So it's not like Aqil was coming to ask unmerited. But the question of Aqil was what? He said, give me something from someone else's share. Here Mawla says, I could not do that. To give one person the share of another person, I cannot do this. Because each share was basically earmarked or ring-fenced for a certain person or a certain family. So here Aqil is asking something unfair. So Mawla then explains that I can never do this. I would rather spend the night on a bed of thorns than to do any dhulm upon any person. So dhulm and adl, these are the two extreme positions. Dhulm is injustice, adl is justice. What can justify dhulm? Can anything justify dhulm? Mawla says nothing at all. The tiniest dhulm cannot be justified. Even if you give the whole world and everything in it, it cannot be justified. And we said crucially, the definition of dhulm in Islam, first and foremost, is your own personal conduct. Therefore, any sin cannot be justified. Any indiscretion towards Allah, any crossing of the boundaries cannot be justified. وَمَنْ يَتَعَدَّ حُدُودَ اللَّهِ فَقَدْ ظَلَمَ نَفْسَهُ. Quran says very clearly that someone who transgresses the bounds of Allah has done zulm upon himself. Therefore, sometimes we say these things, I don't know where they've come from or how we've got these ideas in our heads. We say, this is a small sin and this is a big sin. Ethically speaking, there is no such thing as a small sin. Again, in another hadith, Imam Ali alayhi salatu wasalam tells us, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Muhammad. Do not look at the smallness of the sin. Look at the greatness of the one you are sinning against. Smallness of sin, once you have an idea of God and who He is and what He is, doesn't make sense to say this is a small sin. Still you are sinning against Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who is great and majestic. So we were discussing as well, how do we bring into ourselves this feeling of justice, where we don't do injustice either to ourselves or other people. And we had come up with two strategies yesterday. We said one is like a fear of Allah, an attitude of that Allah is watching me, I'm answerable to Him, I'm accountable to Him, I don't want to disappoint Him. So fear of Allah. And the other thing is removal of the love of this world. When hubbe dunya is not there in a person, when he feels there's nothing to gain by doing injustice, automatically injustice reduces. And inshallah it becomes nil. Now tonight I want to look at another two ways of doing it, and then we move on to the fiqhi way of looking at justice and also the spiritual way with salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. The next strategy in inculcating this sense of justice in ourselves is to have a true understanding of oneself. Insan should know himself as insan. What is he? Where is he from? Where is he going to? Insan should have a very strong idea and identity of himself. If he has this, injustice will reduce. For example, in the same khutbah, Imam says, وَكَيْفَ أَظْلِمُ أَحَدًا. How is it that I could ever do injustice to any person? لِنَفْسٍ يُسْرِعُ إِلَى الْبِلَا قُفُولُهَا. For this self, meaning himself. How could I do injustice for this self that is fast moving towards destruction? Sometimes, unfortunately, we feel we're going to live forever. We feel that if life is good, then we don't have any fear, we don't have any issues. Then we feel we're going to live forever. We don't think that actually, ultimately, I am accountable for my deeds. I have to appear before my Lord. He will bring forth every single thing that I've done, and I will have to answer for it. وَيَتُولُ فِي الثَّرَى حُلُولُهَا. And this body, which is going to be under the ground for so long, if I bear these things in mind, believe me, I don't think anyone would be doing injustice. These are our checks and balances in life. These are our constant reminders that we should have in mind, that we are actually not built for this world. We are going to another world altogether. The next and last thing which I wanted to say regarding strategies to get rid of injustice and to bring justice in ourselves is another paragraph of this great khutbah. So everything we've said so far is from this khutbah. Mawla, after he tells us about Aqil coming to him, and he describes all of that, then he says this, وَأَعْجَبُ مِنْ ذَلِكَ تَارِكٌ تَرَكَنَا. Even stranger than the incident of Aqil is that a man came to us in the night with a closed flask full of honey paste. Honey paste at the time was a delicacy. It was something luxurious. It was something wow. Mawla says a man came to us in the night with a honey paste, a flask full of honey paste. But I disliked it as though it was the saliva of a serpent or its vomit. I asked him, is this a reward? Mawla here is saying that I was in a position of leadership. This strategy is regarding our leaders. Whether we say they are political leaders, leaders of the country, leaders of our area, leaders of the family, leaders of the community, leaders of the Jamaat, whatever body or institution you want to look at, this is relevant. I asked him, is this a reward? Have I done something to you? Have I done something for you? Are you coming to reward me for something? Or is it zakat, charity? For these are forbidden to us, members of the Prophet's family. He said, in response to Mawla, what would he have said? Here, this person was who? Does anyone have an idea who this person was? This person was Ash'ath. Ash'ath, very slippery character. Someone who's caused a lot of issues in Islamic history. Ash'ath comes to Mawla in the night, gives him this honey paste. Mawla says, what is this for? Ash'ath says, neither this nor that. It's a gift. A gift to a leader in the position of Mawla Ali. Immediately alarm bells should start sounding. Is it haram to receive a gift? Someone comes to you and says, here's a gift. Is it haram to receive? In many cases, it's good to receive, to honor that person. So why here Mawla is not receiving? Why here Mawla is saying, well, it's like a vomit of a serpent. Sorry? Yeah, but more than bad intention. People in leadership have different criteria, my friends. It's not like just anyone else. You've taken on a responsibility. You are discharging a responsibility, whether it's to community or to people or to children or to anything. You have to be ultra careful of your actions. You have to be very sensitive on this matter. You cannot just take things easy. Because you are responsible. You have a responsibility upon you. So Mawla says, what is this? He says, neither this nor that, but a present for you. I said, Mawla says that I said, may childless women weep over you. Have you come to deviate me from the religion of Allah? Or are you mad? Or have you been overpowered by some jinn? Or are you speaking without sense? In other words, it's unthinkable. It's unthinkable that a person in power would jeopardize the good of the mass for something personal gain. It's a very sensitive matter. It's not easy. And hats off to those people in power who are able to keep their ethical stances Really, we should respect them. We should give them as much support as they need. But it's not easy. And it requires, again, guts. Like I've been saying from day one, these things are not easy. It's easy for me to sit here and say it. But to do it requires real courage. These were the 4 things which I wanted to share with you. Inshallah, Allah give us tawfiq that we are able to abide by these things. Salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. The next parameter of justice in Islam, like I said in yesterday's lecture, it goes beyond just a conceptual understanding. There is a role of justice in Islamic law, in fiqh or sharia. There is a role of justice. Anyone can think, where is justice involved within sharia or law? We've all learned this, I can guarantee you, we've all learned this in our madrasa days. Where do we hear of justice? Okay, I'm sure you know it, maybe you've forgotten it or you don't want to say it right now. Justice in Islamic law, when you list the conditions of Imam-e-Jamaat, the leader of the prayer, or marja, your mujtahid, or for example witnesses that you call to testify, these people must be just. Now, where do you find this kind of information? You all familiar with this book? This is a very old risala of our, I'm assuming majority of people here are muqallideen of Sayyid Sistani. May Allah protect him and give him a long life. This is a very old risala of his, translated long time ago. This has now been updated, brothers and sisters. It has been updated. There's a new version which is, I guess, more polished. It has more accurate footnotes, more accurate terminologies. Some fatwas are better explained. You must get that copy, please. Either hard copy or soft copy, whatever you prefer. But make sure you have them in your house or on your devices that you can refer to them. And I've provided a link to certain mu'mineen and it's there, you can have a look, inshallah. Now, what do we understand by justice in these roles? What if I was to say, who cares? Imam-e-Jamaat, I don't care what he does outside as long as he can recite nice Quran and lead me in prayers. I'm not bothered. Usually in our day-to-day life, this is what we do. If I go to my accountant and he can file my return on time and he can save me some tax, I don't care what he does in his spare time. If I go to my lawyer and he can write a letter here and there and get me out of a fix when I need it to be done, what do I care how he treats his family or what his hobbies are or what his character is? My doctor and my physician, as long as he can give me some time of the day and deal with my issues, I'm least bothered what he does in his spare time. But here, no. Marja-e-Taqleed, Imam-e-Jamaat, Imam-e-Jummah, witnesses in a case. We say justice is required. Now why? Why? Anyone can suggest? So here we have, for example, witness, which the brother says they should be reliable in that sense. But what about Imam-e-Jamaat? Is justice the same as trustworthiness? Is justice the same as reliability? Here Islam says is a much higher level. Justice is not just trustworthiness. Adalat is not just honesty. In Islam, and I need, please, if you can give me your ultimate attention with salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. in Islam, we do not separate a person from his ethical side. In Islam, when we look at people and their roles, we do not separate people from their ethical side. Ethics, morality, taqwa, adalat is part and parcel of people. Because we believe in a spirit and a soul. We believe that every human being has a soul. And so in matters of worship and guiding others and leading others in worship, especially, we find in Sharia that there is a requirement of adalat. That the person must be adil. Now, imagine one scenario. Let me give you a scenario. Imagine, for example, our maraji, our mujtahideen, they're in very, very special positions, aren't they? They have a lot of responsibility. They have a lot of power. They have a lot of things that they deal with. They meet a lot of people. Governments consult them. Leaders of other nations consult them. They visit them. We see this in the news. Now imagine what mess we would be in. Imagine the crisis we would be in if you had a marja or a mujtahid susceptible that someone says, here's $10 million. Can you change this fatwa for me, please? I will take care of your this an issue. Can you change this fatwa for me, please? I am a big financer. I pay this much khums and this much blah blah. Can you do this for me? Imagine the mess we would be in. Alhamdulillah, with the qualities of justice and taqwa and God-fearing and accountability, we don't have, alhamdulillah, these issues. So a person, when he has these qualities of taqwa and adalat, yes, we're not saying they're ma'asum, but we're saying as much as possible what we've seen and what we've heard and what people have seen and what his peers review, because all of these things are important and these happen in Hawza. Maybe we don't know about it because we're not there, but trust me, these things happen. When we see these things, at least we have a little bit of itminan and tranquility that, okay, this person is God-fearing person. He has been honest. He's maintained his honesty. Imagine. I don't know if you know this or not, but let's say, for example, someone comes along in the Hawza and says, I can't wait to be a mujtahid. I can't wait to be a marja taqleed and lead people. Guess what happens? He's disqualified. Because that should not be the intention of anyone. That you say, I want to lead people. No. You become the best person you can be. And if the responsibility lands on your lap and you have to take it, then alhamdulillah. If not, then forget it. Many a times you'll see scholars and other pious people, and God bless them, honestly, the people who lead us in prayer, the people willing to take these responsibilities. Honestly, it is not a joke. It is a big responsibility. You'll see that when they are approached and someone says, please lead prayer, mostly you'll hear them say, is there no one else, please? Can I be relieved of this burden? Do I really want to stand there and take this burden? Okay, fine. If there's no one else, for the sake of qurbatan ilallah, for the sake of leading people in prayer, enhancing the sawab, fulfilling these objectives of Ahlul Bayt, we do it. But reluctantly in a way. I know mu'mineen what they think. They think we're giving izzat and we're giving respect to this person. Alhamdulillah, God bless mu'mineen. But to the person himself, he knows he's putting his neck on the line. My teacher would often say that you pay me and no matter how much you want to pay me and you tell me to be a judge, I will never be a judge. Because I'm putting myself on the brink of fire. How will I take this responsibility? A slight miscalculation, a slight misreading of something in the case, and I could make a wrong judgment. So in Islam, in fiqh as well, justice has this role. It is very, very important. Now, what is justice within fiqh? What is justice within Imam of Jamaat or Marja Taqleed, for example? Let's spend a couple of minutes on that and then we move on. Salawat ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. ruling number 2 of the Risala. Ruling number 2. This is in reference to a jurist, a marja, mujtahid. Agha says, a just person is someone who does the things that are obligatory and refrains from doing the things that are unlawful. The sign of being just is that one appears to be a good person, such that if local people, neighbors, or those who associate with him were to be asked about him, they would confirm his good character. In other words, we don't need to spy on people. We don't need to look into them. They themselves should have this idea of justice and injustice. Our job is merely to take people on their apparent honesty and decency. This is the role of justice in Islam. Now, the next level of justice with salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Conceptually, I think we've covered it. Regarding family, yesterday we said, regarding animals, regarding insects, regarding enemies, we mentioned yesterday. Today we've mentioned a few more. Fiqhi, we've covered. Now what about spiritually and ethically? This is, inshallah, the final discussion of our series. Within ethics and spirituality, there is an immense role for justice. Justice, if you remember, how did we define justice? To put things in their right place is justice. Okay? The human being with his soul has 3 elements or 3 faculties of the soul. In Arabic, these are known as quwwa. 3 of them are what? The quwwa, the appetite, the faculty of appetites and desires, the faculty of intellect, and the faculty of anger. Usually, this is the way we separate them. Quwwa shahwiyya, desires; ghadabiyya, anger; aqliyya, intellect. Shahwiyya, the desires. What is the role of desires? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has put within us desires. There's no denying this, there's no doubting it. The trick of this all is to make sure your desires are channeled properly. If we did not eat, we would die. Therefore, we have to eat. How often, how much, this needs to be moderated. Anger. If we didn't get angry, if we didn't have the faculty of anger, we would never want to even defend ourselves. We may be so laid back that we could just die in an accident because we're not alert enough. We can't defend ourselves, for example. But it needs to be channeled in the right way. And then you have the faculty of intellect. So, regarding shahwa, regarding desires, let's say someone overindulges in desire. What kind of word would you use? So he overeats, he oversleeps, he over-jokes around, he overindulges into lustful things. What would we call that person? Vain. I'm not sure about vain. Maybe we would say he's like a perverted person. Yeah, overindulges in things. And if he underindulges, let's say he doesn't eat, he doesn't drink, he doesn't fulfill his desires in a legal manner, well, that person will become sick and ill. Probably he'll die eventually if he does that. So what is the middle path? What is the equilibrium? What is the just part of all this? What is the thing that puts it in the right place? Anyone? When you put your desires in the right balance, such a person, we will call him chaste. In Arabic, afif. Iffa. Iffat. Such a person is chaste. He knows when to indulge, when not to indulge, how much to indulge. He has understood this properly. The faculty of anger. Someone is always angry, always aggressive, always almost violent. We'll call that person almost animalistic, beast, aggressive, violent. If he's the other side, maybe he'll be like a coward. He won't be able to stand up where it's needed to be stood up. He won't be able to defend where he's needed to defend. The right balance in this we will say such a person is brave. Where he needs to, he's brave. Where he doesn't need to, he's also brave. For example, our first Imam, Amirul Mu'mineen alayhi salatu wassalam. When we speak about him and we say bravery, what do we usually think of? We usually think of Battle of Badr, Battle of Uhud, Battle of this and Battle of that. Definitely. But believe me, the day that the rope was put around his neck after the Holy Prophet passed away and he was dragged and he didn't fight and didn't cause a commotion, believe me, that is also bravery. That was also a sign of his bravery. And the third, intellect. Now this is very interesting. Usually we hear of intellect as being this wonderful thing. Intellect, rationality is fantastic. Someone who doesn't use their intellect and rationality, what would we say? We'd say such a person is stupid, irrational, simple-minded. What about someone who overuses intellect? Is it possible to overuse intellect? What would we call the person who overuses his intellect? What would be the right description? Arrogant. I guess it could lead to arrogance. But someone who overuses the intellect too much where it shouldn't be used. Snobbish. Maybe smarty pants. Maybe we'll say skeptical. Skeptical, that when proof is put in front of you, you don't want to accept it and you keep questioning, keep questioning, keep questioning. It leads to skepticism. You cannot ever join onto one thing as a firm proof. This is like, in all the sciences and everything, this would be regarded as very weird that proof is put in front of you and you don't accept it and you remain a skeptic even when the things are adding up in front of you. Now, what about the middle position? What would be the perfect balance of intellect? Wisdom. Alhamdulillah. Wisdom. To know how and when and to what extent the intellect should be used is wisdom. Many people think that intellect can solve all the problems and that we don't need, for example, the revealed things of faith. Revealed things are Quran, Hadith, etc. Again, we cannot agree to that. Intellect is by all means a very powerful tool, but it has boundaries. So intellect can come to the conclusion that there is one Lord. Because through rational and logical deduction, you can negate many things and you can establish many things and you can prove that there's one God. Now, to say that intellect can tell me everything about religion? No. If I asked you, you have intellect right now? You'll say yes. You do a rational deduction, you'll be able to. I ask you, use your intellect, tell me how many cars are in the car park. You'll say, but that's not where my intellect can go. That I don't know. Sitting here, I don't know. So we have to respect some boundaries of intellect and we must use the revealed things to fill those gaps that the intellect cannot go to. Now, there are certain signs of a wise person, someone who has managed to find this balance in these three faculties. He's become chaste, brave, and wise. What are the signs? Number one, he does not accept things without reason or proof. Number two, he does not reject things without reason or proof. If I'm not mistaken, it's Ibn Sina, Avicenna, who said one who affirms or rejects something without proof has exited the circle of humanity. He ceases to be like a human being because a human being has to be intellectual in what he does. When there are compelling reasons on a matter, he accepts them. It is not wise to remain undecided and non-committed when there are compelling reasons. And number four, something which I've alluded to throughout these lectures, he is motivated by truth. This is the crux of the matter, that we should be motivated by truth. And we should have the guts to say, hang on a second, something may be difficult for me to practice. It may not immediately appeal to me because of the way maybe I've been raised, or my parents, or my background. But if there is truth behind it, and if there is evidence to support it, then that is compelling, and we should accept, inshallah. Salawat ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. In the Holy Prophet's time, this was one of the arguments that he was given. When he used to speak, now as you know, the Holy Prophet, when he came, people had already an understanding of monotheistic religions, because Jews and Christians were present in that time. People knew Jews, knew Christians, knew the Jewish religion, knew the Christian religion to a certain extent. So when the Holy Prophet began to speak and began to teach Islam, people would say, we've heard this before. What a fallacy. What a silly thing to say. To dismiss someone by saying we've heard this before, old news, change the record. A truth is a truth, my friends. Whether it's old or new, that should not be our driver. Our driver is it true or not? Now, such a person will not just reject things because they are old, nor will he reject things because they are new. This is also an issue. Some people are so stuck in their ways that when the new things are presented, they say, no, it can't be. Even that is not right. So we must be very careful. Inshallah, Allah gives us chastity and bravery and wisdom, and we can inculcate this quality of justice in us in all of these levels, inshallah, and use them in our lives. Salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Night of Ashura. Tomorrow is Roze Ashura, Yom Ashura. Tonight is the night where we see some amazing scenes in the camp of Abu Abdullah. We say salam to all of those shuhada, all of those brave people around Imam Hussein alayhi salam, pledging their allegiances, bidding farewell to loved ones, spending last moments in each other's company. Towards Ashura, the different battalions of the army of Umar Sa'd begin to arrive. And different battalions had different generals. So each general led their own section of the army, and they begin to gather in Karbala. Towards Ashura is when we see the figure of Shimr arriving into Karbala. Shimr brings with him a letter from Ibn Ziyad. Ibn Ziyad is the governor in Kufa. Ibn Ziyad was placed in Kufa by Yazid. So you can see a kind of hierarchy. Yazid sends orders to Ibn Ziyad. Ibn Ziyad sends orders to Karbala, to Umar Sa'd. Shimr arrives, he brings a letter addressed to Umar Sa'd. Ibn Ziyad says, I hear that you have Hussein in Karbala at your disposal. He has not yet given bay'at, and he is still alive. Either you are to extract the bay'at from him, or you are to start the battle. If not, then I will replace you with Shimr, who has brought the letter. Shimr is then commanded to go to ride towards Imam Hussein's camp on the 9th of Muharram, Tasu'a, and confront him and tell him one more time, oh Hussein, this is your last chance. You either give bay'at or we are starting the war. Shimr comes. He rides over. He calls out. Who does he call? Shimr thinks he has an advantage because Hazrat Abbas was his relative on the mother's side. Shimr calls out to Hazrat Abbas. Hazrat Abbas initially does not respond. Guess what Imam Hussein says? Imam Hussein says, Ajibu wa in kana fasiqan. Answer him. Even though he is on the wrong path, he's a wrongdoer, answer him. Hazrat Abbas goes and meets Shimr. Hazrat Abbas says, here is a line, and he draws a line. He says, you are not to cross this line. Whatever you want to say, you say from there. Shimr says, oh, son of my aunt, and this and that, why don't you come over to our side? We will take care of you, we will forgive you, we will bring you into our ranks and forces. Hazrat Abbas says, how dare you even suggest that I would leave my Mawla? How dare you even put this in front of me? Imam Hussein has given Hazrat Abbas a message. Shimr says, then we will start the war. Hazrat Abbas says, no. We ask for one night. The war, the battle was meant to be on the 9th of Muharram. Hazrat Abbas, speaking on behalf of Imam Hussein alayhi salam, says, give us one night. Why? O Hussein, O son of Fatima, why do you want this one night? Imam says to Hazrat Abbas, Allah knows, Inni uhibbus salat. Allah knows how much I love namaz. Wa tilawatal Quran. And Allah knows how much I love reciting the Quran. Give us one more night we spend in ibadat. They reluctantly agree. The night of Ashura arrives. Imam famously, as you've all heard, Imam puts out all of the lanterns and the lamps and the candles in the camp. Imam says, I have removed my allegiance from all of you. They don't want any of you. They only want me. You go, you save yourselves. They said to Imam, Ya Aba Abdullah, what are you saying? We leave you at this moment? Imam makes it even more attractive. Imam says, you may be embarrassed to leave me. Maybe you are here out of some false sense of loyalty. Take advantage of the darkness and go. You will not have to look at me. I will not look at you. You will not feel embarrassed. They said, no, Ya Aba Abdullah, we cannot go. Imam says, okay, one more thing I'll offer you. He takes the hand of Ali Akbar and puts it into the hand of one of the companions. He takes the hand of Hazrat Abbas and puts it into the hand of another companion. He says, people, you may be feeling that people will blame you, that they'll tell you, how did you leave Hussein? But you can tell them that, look, I saved Aliun al-Akbar and I saved Abbas. This is why I left Hussein, because I was saving his family members. They said, Ya Aba Abdullah, no, this cannot happen. After all of this, when he removes his bay'at and everything and people stay with him no matter what, he begins to say, Wallah, I swear by Allah, Ma ra'aytu ashaban awfa min ashabi. I have not seen companions more loyal than my companions. I have not seen this quality of companions. Rasulullah did not have this quality of companions. Mawla Ali did not have, Imam Hassan did not have, but Imam Hussein says, these are my special companions. And how special were they? We have the following from Muslim ibn Awsaja on this night in Karbala. Muslim ibn Awsaja addresses our beloved Imam. He says, Wallah, I swear by Allah, لو علمت أني أقتل ثم أحيا ثم أحرق ثم أذرى يفعل بذلك 70 مرة. I swear by Allah, even if I were to be killed and then brought to life and then burned to death and then given again more torment, and this was to happen to me 70 times, ما تركتك فكيف, then I will never have left your side, even if this was in front of me. وَإِنَّمَا هِيَ قَتْلَةٌ وَاحِدًا. So how can I leave you when I know that it's just once I have to die? If I had to die 70 times in being burned to death, I would not have left you. Zuhair ibn Qayn, this great companion, salams to Zuhair. He says, Wallahi lawadattu anni qutiltu thumma nushirtu thumma qutiltu hatta uqtal hakadha alfa marra. I would prefer to be killed and brought back to life, and killed and brought back to life 1,000 times. If only this saves you and helps you, then I am ready for it. They say that this night was very special. People have written in history that as we listened to the camp of Imam Hussein on the night of Ashura, all we could hear was a humming noise like the buzzing of bees, because everyone was engaged in ibadat, zikr, prayers, Quran. This was the sound coming from Imam Hussein's camp. Then we read some other histories in which we see Habib ibn Madahir is laughing and smiling. Some people could not believe that how at this moment he is laughing and smiling. They were happy. They were pleased. Imam Hussein takes them all one by one and tells them, this is how you will be killed. Here, over here you will be cut. Over here the spear will be thrown. Over here an arrow will hit you. The companions are happy that they are able to sacrifice themselves for our beloved Imam. But then we read the following in history, that when Imam takes a certain companion to show him where he would be killed, all of a sudden the companion looks at Imam and says, Ya Aba Abdullah, this is all fine, but somehow from somewhere I can hear the noise of a lady crying. Who is this lady and where is this crying coming from? He says, you do not need to worry about this, but this is none other than my mother Fatima. She has been with me all the way. She is looking at us, she knows us, and this is the sound of her tears. Yes, Janab Fatima was not in the world as a physical presence, but the Ahlul Bayt manifested themselves at certain times in Karbala. The day of Ashura, Imam Hussein alayhi salam, from the morning until the afternoon, all he has been doing is bidding farewell to people, running to their sides as they left the world, and bringing back their bodies towards the tents. This has been the work of Imam Hussein from the morning. He has brought back the body of Qasim. He has brought back the body of Akbar. Some time before the incident which I'm about to narrate, he brought back the 2 arms of Hazrat Abbas, all of them laid before Janab Zainab. Janab Zainab sitting by the side of all the bodies. The ladies all performing matam, mourning upon their shaheeds. Then Imam, this lonely figure on the plains of Karbala, Asre Ashura, Imam stands alone. He looks at the sky. He looks at the multitude of forces in front of him. He lets out a slogan that is with us until today. He says, Hal min nasirin yansuruna. Abbas has been taken, Akbar has gone, Qasim has gone, everyone has left me. Is there anyone else left that can come to our aid? The ladies cry out, Ya Aba Abdullah, come to the tent quickly. Imam goes. They say that since your voice was heard of Hal min Nasir, this young baby of yours, known as Aliyun al-Asghar, he is totally uneasy in the cradle. He is moving from side to side. Imam takes the baby in his arms. He looks at the face of the baby. The baby has had nothing to eat or drink for many hours, for his mother's milk has finished. There has been no water in the camp. The baby looks very, very tormented. Hussein says, allow me permission. Let me go out. Maybe, you never know, there may be some fathers in the army of Umar Saad. They may have some mercy upon this baby of mine. Let me plead for him, if nothing else. He goes out into Karbala. He takes Hazrat Ali Asghar into his arms. He shows the face of Hazrat Ali Asghar to the army. The army look at the baby. Imam Hussein begins to speak. He says, if you have an issue, your issue is with me. It cannot be with this ma'asum child of mine who has done nothing to anyone, who has not yet even completed 7 months. The fathers in the army of Umar Sa'ad look at the face of Ali Asghar. They begin to cry, they begin to lament, they begin to question Umar Sa'ad. They say, how can we do this zulm upon this baby? Imam says, I'm even willing, if you want to feed it some water, then I'm willing to lay it on the ground. I will move away. You yourselves come and put some water into this young boy's mouth. Imam is having an effect on the people of the army of Umar Sa'ad. Umar Sa'ad is now worried. He says, if this continues, my soldiers may rebel against me. He calls for someone. He says, who is the best archer in the army? Someone tells him, there is no archer like Hurmala. He says, bring me Hurmala. He tells Hurmala, he says, Iqta kalam al-Hussein. Oh Hurmala, do whatever you need to do, but stop the speech of Hussein. Hurmala grabs an arrow. They had different kinds of arrow for different things. One of the arrows was especially to bring down the camels and heavy animals. That is called a three-pointed arrow. He chooses that arrow. He aims the arrow at the young baby in the arms of Imam Hussein. His objective is to stop this speech. Hurmala takes aim. He prepares the arrow, but all of a sudden he drops the arrow. Umar Sa'ad says, Hurmala, what is the problem? Hurmala does not answer. He takes the arrow again. He aims again. He drops the arrow again. Again, he does not answer when Umar asks him. For the third time he does this. Umar says, Hurmala, tell me what is the issue? I was told you are the best archer. He says, oh Umar, I am ready to fire the arrow, but every time I aim, there is a lady standing behind Hussein. Every time I lift the arrow to shoot, she seems to fall down on the floor. As I leave the arrow, she stands up again. I do not know, but I'm thinking this must be the mother of this young child in the arms of Hussein. Umar Sa'ad says, no Hurmala, I command you now, you must fire this arrow. Hurmala takes aim. Where does he aim? He aims at the small target of the throat of Ali Asghar. He lets the arrow go. Imam Hussein is speaking. All of a sudden Hussein feels a pain in his arm and he sees blood trickling down. As he looks down, what does he see? The arrow has split the throat. They say from ear to ear. Janab Ali Asghar lies in the arms of Imam. Imam is now speechless. He's motionless. What does he do? Imam paces forth and back. He says, Inna lillah wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Of all of the shuhada, this was the least expected of all the shuhada. What does he do now? How does he face the mother? How does he face Rabab? Imam Hussein alayhi salam slowly walks back to the tent. He enters the tent. He calls Rabab. Rabab comes forward. He shows her this young child in his arms with the head severed from the body. They say that Hussein and Rabab, they mourn over the child. Hussein then takes his sword. He digs a small grave in the sands of Karbala. They lay Aliyun al-Asghar inside the grave. They put the soil back on top. But this was not the end of the zulm. O Azadaran of Imam Hussein, there is still one more episode in the Masa'ib of Hazrat Ali Asghar. They say that late on the day of Ashura, Umar Sa'ad makes an announcement. He says, whoever has been made shaheed from the army of Hussein, all of them, I want you to bring me their heads, and their heads must be put onto the spear. They brought all of the heads, and then Umar says, no, there is one head still missing. They said, no, Umar, this is everybody. He says, no, I want the head of that young baby that Hussein was holding. They say that the army ran into the sands of Karbala and used their spears, and they poked the ground wherever they could find, and someone announced, I have found the body of Ali Asghar. And they took even the head of Ali Asghar and they mounted it upon the spear.
how Imam Zainul Abidin must have felt going from Kufa to Sham, all the way looking up. Sometimes he would see the head of Aliyun al-Akbar, sometimes he would see the head of Hazrat Abbas, and sometimes he would even see the small head of Hazrat Aliyun al-Asghar. Imam Hussein, in his famous poem, which we recite in the Nohas as well, he makes reference to this. What does he say? He says, "Oh my Shias, if only you had been there. Laytakum fi yawmi ashura jami'an tanzuruni kayfa astasqi li tiflin fa'abu an yarhamuni." Oh my Shias, if only you had been there on the day of Ashura, you would have seen how I went and I begged for water for my son, but they refused to have any mercy upon us. Allah la'natullahi al-qawm al-zalimin. Matam Hussein.
آتے ہیں اصغر علی خوں میں نہائے ہوئے، موت کی ہچکی لگی خوں میں نہائے ہوئے، مٹھیاں دونوں بندھے سینے کے اوپر گری، آنکھیں کھلی کچھ رکھی، خوں میں نہائے ہوئے، مارتے ہیں دست و پا، ڈھونڈتے ہیں سرنسا، جاتے ہیں پیش خدا، خوں میں نہائے ہوئے، من کا جلا ہے ہوا، دم بھی ہے اخڑا ہوا، سینے سے الجھا ہوا، خوں میں نہائے ہوئے، آنکھیں کبھی کھول کے شہ کی طرف یاس سے روکے ہو کیا دیکھتے، خوں میں نہائے ہوئے، غل ہوا ہے بیویوں، آتے ہیں اصغر علی، آخری تسلیم کو خون میں نہائے ہوئے آتے ہیں اصغر علی خون میں نہائے ہوئے موت کی ہچکی لگی خون میں نہائے ہوئے بانو نے کہا اصغر دودھ پلاؤں میں بانو نے کہا اصغر دودھ پلاؤں میں ماں صدقے گئے تم پر دودھ پلاؤں میں بانو نے کہا اصغر میں بانو نے کہا اصغر دودھ پلاؤں میں ماں صدقے گئی تم پر میں جھولا جھولاؤں گی پوشاک پہناؤں گی میں جھولا جھولاؤں گی پوشاک پہناؤں گی غصہ نہ کرو مجھ پر دودھ پلاؤں میں بانو نے کہا اصغر دودھ پلاؤں میں بانو نے کہا اصغر میں ماں صدقے گئی تم پر میں واری گئی اماں چھاتی سے میری لگ جا میں واری گئی اماں چھاتی سے میری لگ جا صدمہ ہے میرے دل پر دودھ پلاؤں میں بانو نے کہا اصغر دودھ پلاؤں میں بانو نے کہا اصغر میں ماں صدقے گئے تم پر یہ رات اندھیری ہے اور نگری بھی سنی ہے یہ رات اندھیری ہے اور نگری بھی سنی ہے بھولا ہے کوئی اگر دودھ پلاؤں میں بانو نے کہا اصغر دودھ پلاؤں میں بانو نے کہا ماں صدقے گئے تم پر پایا جو نہیں پانی اس سے ہو خفا جانی پایا ہو نہیں پانی اس سے ہو خفا جانی سو پانی بھی ہے دل بر دودھ پلاؤں میں بانو نے کہا اصغر دودھ پلاؤں میں دودھ پلاؤں ہے رات بہت باقی مجھ کو نہیں نیند آتی ہے رات بہت باقی مجھ کو نہیں نیند آتی روتے ہیں کٹی شب پر دودھ پلاؤں میں بانو نے کہا اصغر دودھ بانو نے کہا اصغر دودھ پلاؤں میں ماں صدقے گئی میں بانو نے کہا اصغر دودھ پلاؤں میں بانو نے کہا دودھ پلاؤں میں ماں صدقے گئی تم پر اے مومنو جب خون میں ڈوبا ہوا آیا اصغر کا جنازہ اے مومنو جب خون میں ڈوبا ہوا آیا اصغر کا شبیر نے رو رو کے گلے جس کے لگایا اکبر کا جنازہ اے مومنو خون میں ڈوبا ہوا آیا اے مومنو جب خون میں ڈوبا ہوا آیا اصغر کا جنازہ، خیمے کی طرف روتے ہوئے آئے شہیدی، شرمندہ و غمگی کسیا سے منہ پھیر کے بانو کو دکھایا اصغر کا جنازہ، اے مومنو جب خون میں ڈوبا ہوا اصغر کا جنازہ، اے مومنو جب خون میں ڈوبا اصغر کا جنازہ، بے شیر کی میت جو نے زینب نے نظر دی، رو رو کے یہ بولی اے بی بیو لو خون میں ڈوبا ہوا آیا اصغر کا جنازہ، اے مومنو جب خون میں ڈوبا ہوا اصغر کا جنازہ، اے مومنو جب خون میں اصغر کا جنازہ، یہ سن کے ہوا رونے کا گل ذہل حرم میں، معصوم جامع میں، یوں رو کے ہر ایک بی بی نے آنکھوں سے لگایا اصغر کا جنازہ، اے مومنو جب خون میں ڈوبا ہوا اصغر کا جنازہ، اے مومنو جب خون میں ڈوبا ہوا اصغر کا جنازہ، خیمے کی طرف روتے ہوئے آئے شہیدی، شرمندہ و غمگی کس یاس میں سے پھور کے بانو کو دکھایا اصغر کا جنازہ، اے مومنو جب خون میں ڈوبا اصغر کا جنازہ، اے مومنو جب خون میں ڈوبا ہوا اصغر کا جنازہ، بے شیر کی میت پہ جو زینب نے نظر کی، رو رو کے یہ بولی اے بی بیو لو خون میں ڈوبا ہوا آیا اصغر کا جنازہ، اے مومنو جب خون میں ڈوبا جنازہ، اے مومن خون میں ڈوبا ہوا آیا اصغر کا جنازہ، تجھ یا حسین تجھ کو جو پائے مادر مزتر، تجھ کو جو پائے مادر مزتر، پانی پلاؤں وا میرے اصغر، پانی پلاؤں وا میرے اصغر، تجھ کو جو پائے مادر مزتر، تجھ کو جو پائے مادر مزتر، پانی پلاؤں آ میرے اصغر، آ میرے اصغر جھولا جھولاؤں، آ میرے اصغر جھولا جھولاؤں، دودھ پلاؤں آ میرے اصغر، تجھ کو جو پائے مادر مستر، تجھ کو جو پائے مادر مستر، پانی پلاؤں آ میرے اصغر، پانی پلاؤں آ تجھ کو سناؤں قصے اکبر، تجھ کو سناؤں قصے اکبر، آ میں جھولاؤں آ میرے اصغر، آ میں جھولاؤں آ میرے اصغر، تجھ کو جو پائے مادر مستر، تجھ کو جو پائے مادر مستر، پانی پلاؤں آ میرے اصغر، پانی پلاؤں آ میرے اصغر، جھولا جھولا نائی سے اے زمین کربلا، جھولا جھولا نائی سے اے زمین کربلا لور یاد نائی سے اے کربلا جھولا جھولا نائی سے اے زمین کربلا لور یاد نائی سے اے زمین کربلا جھولا جھولا نائی سے اے زمین کربلا جھولا جھولا نائی سے اے زمین کربلا لور یاد نائی سے اے زمین جس سے نیراشا ہے یہ بھوکا پیاسا ہے یہ دودھ پلانا اسے اے زمین کربلا جھولا جھولانا اسے اے زمین کربلا جھولا جھولانا اسے اے زمین کربلا لور یاد نائی سے اے زمین نازوں کا پالا ہے یہ راتوں کا جاگا ہے یہ جو دی سلانا اسے اے زمین کربلا جھولا جھولانا اسے اے زمین کربلا جھولا جھولانا اسے اے کربلا خاص یاد نائی سے بلا خاص مسلمان ہے یہ اصغر نادا ہے یہ پانی پلانا اسے اے زمین کربلا جھولا جھولانا اسے اے زمین کربلا جھولا جھولانا اسے اے زمین کربلا لوریا اے زمین کربلا کاسی میں ایمان ہے یہ فاطمہ کی جان ہے یہ بھول نہ جانا اسے اے زمین کربلا جھولا جھولا اے زمین کربلا جھولا جھولانا اسے اے زمین کربلا لور یاد نائی سے کربلا خون میں ہے تر بتر کہ میرا لشکر کمر دولہا بنانا اسے اے زمین کربلا جھولا جھولانا اے زمین کربلا جھولا جھولانا اسے اے زمین کربلا لور یاد اے زمین نائی سے اے زمین کربلا لور یاد اسے اے زمین کربلا لور یاد نائی سے بلا چھید گیا سوکھا گیا رحم نہ اس پہ کیا تو نہ سلانا اسے اے زمین کربلا جھولا جھولانا اسے اے زمین کربلا جھولا اے زمین کربلا لور یاد اے شاہ مظلوم جب آئی شب عاشور ہے لوگو شاہ مظلوم جب آئی شاہ مشہور ہے لوگو کہاں سر کو کٹانے کی یہی ایک رات ہے باقی شاہ مظلوم جب آئی شب عاشور او سکینہ یوں لگی کہنے کہ اے بابا کہو مجھ کو تمہیں کیا سر کٹانے کی یہی ایک رات ہے باقی شاہ مظلوم جب آئی شب عاشور ہے لوگو شاہ مظلوم جب آئی شب عاشور ہے لوگو تو اب مجھ کو ہوا معلوم کہ بے والی یوں وارث کی رداؤں کو چھنانے کی یہی ایک رات ہے باقی جہے مظلوم جب آئی شب عاشور گوش ہے مظلوم جب آئی شب عاشور گو تمہارے لاش بے سر پر میں رو رو سر پٹکنے کی تماچے منہ پہ کھانے کی یہی ایک رات ہے بھائی شہ مظلوم جب آئی عاشور ہے لوگو شہ مظلوم جب آئی شب عاشور ہے لوگو میرے بیمار بھائی کو میرے ناچار بھائی کو کڑی بیری پہنانے کی یہی ایک رات ہے باقی شہ مظلوم جب آئی شب عاشور ہے لوگو جہے مظلوم جب آئی شہ مظلوم میرے پیارے میرے پیاسے میرے بھیا علی اصغر گلانا جھک کٹانے کی یہی ایک رات ہے باقی معلوم جب آئی شہ عاشور ہے لوگو شہ مظلوم جب آئی شہ مظلوم ہے لوگو یا حسین 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 عباس نہ لوٹ کے آئے گا سکینہ 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 عباس نہ لوٹ کے آئے گی سکینہ عباس نہ لوٹ کے آئے گا سکینہ اب کون تیرے ناز اٹھائے گا سکینہ عباس نہ لوٹ کے آئے گا سکینہ عباس نہ لوٹ کے آئے گا سکینہ عباس نہ لوٹ کے گا سکینہ بھائی سے ودا ہو کے یوں فرماتے ہیں مولا بھائی سے ودا ہو کے یوں فرماتے ہیں مولا اب کون تیرے گھر کو بچائے گا سکینہ عباس نہ لوٹ کے آئے گا سکینہ عباس نہ لوٹ کے آئے گا سکینہ کیا ہوگا ذرا دیر میں معلوم ہے ہم کو کیا دو گا ذرا دیر میں معلوم ہے ہم کو ترکوں میں علم لہر کے آئے گا سکینہ عباس نہ لوٹ کے آئے گا سکینہ عباس نہ لوٹ کے آئے گا سکینہ عباس نہ ہوں گے تیرے بابا بھی نہ ہوگا عباس نہ ہوں گے تیرا بابا بھی نہ ہوگا اب کون تیری پیاس بجھائے گا سکینہ عباس نہ لوٹ کے آئے 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 گا سکینہ جھولے میں جاگتے رہے اصغر تمام رات 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 جھولے میں جاگتے رہے اصغر ہمرا جھولے میں جاگتے رہے اصغر دینے اذان صوب و لہن میں رسول کے دینے اذان صوب و لہن میں رسول کے دینے اذان صوب و لہن میں رسول کے بے چین تھے شبیہ پیمبر تمام رات جھولے تمام رات جھولے میں جاگتے دینے اذان صوب و لہن میں رسول کے دینے اذان صوب و لہن میں رسول کے دینے اذان صوب و لہن میں رسول کے بے چین تھے شبیہ پیمبر تمام رات جھولے میں جاگتے رہے اصغر تمام رات جھولے میں جاگتے رہے اصغر تمام رات صغرا وطن میں ہوں گی میرے انتظار میں صغرا وطن میں ہوں گی میرے انتظار میں صغرا وطن میں ہوگی میرے انتظار میں وہ رو کے سوچتے رہے اکبر تمام رات جھولے جاگتے رہے اصغر تمام رات جھولے جاگتے گرنا تھا زخمی ہو کہ جہاں شیخ کو وہ زمین گرنا تھا زخمی ہو کہ جہاں شیخ کو وہ زمین گرنا تھا زخمی ہو کہ جہاں شیخ کو وہ زمین بالوں سے جارتی رہی مادر تمام راہ جھولے میں جاگتے رہے اصغر تمام راہ جھولے میں جاگتے رہے اصغر تمام راہ جھولے مجلس بپا ہو یا ہو شب غم بپا ظفر مجلس بپا ہو یا ہو شب غم بپا ظفر مجلس بپا ہو یا ہو شب غم بپا ظفر بہتا ہے آنسوؤں کا سمندر تمام رات جھولے جاگتے رہے اصغر تمام رات جھولے جاگتے رہے اصغر تمام رات جھولے میں جاگتے جھولے میں جاگتے رہے اصغر تمام رات جھولے میں جاگتے رہے اصغر تمام رات کربلا کے بن میں کوئی قافلہ لوٹا گیا کربلا کے بن میں کوئی قافلہ لوٹا گیا اے عزیز و خاندان مصطفیٰ لوٹا گیا کربلا کے بن میں کوئی قافلہ لوٹا گیا کربلا کے بن میں کوئی قافلہ لوٹا گیا ہوتی ہے ماں کو تمنا نوجوان دولہا بنے ام لیلا کا یہ ارماں بے خطا گیا ام لیلا کا یہ ارماں بے خطا لوٹا گیا کربلا کے بن میں کوئی قافلہ لوٹا گیا کربلا کے بن میں کوئی قافلہ لوٹا گیا فاطمہ کی بیٹیوں کا آسرا عباس تھے فاطمہ کی بیٹیوں کا آسرا عباس تھے زینب و کلثوم کا وہ آسرا لوٹا گیا زینب و کلثوم کا وہ آسرا لوٹا گیا کربلا کے بن میں کوئی قافلہ لوٹا گیا یا حسین یا حسین یا حسین یا حسین یا حسین یا عباس یا عباس یا عباس یا اکبر یا اکبر یا اکبر یا قاسم یا قاسم یا قاسم یا اصغر یا اصغر یا اصغر یا حسین یا حسین الوداع یا سیدی
الوداع يا سيدي الوداع يا شهيد الوداع يا سيدي الوداع يا شهيد الوداع يا سيدي الوداع يا سيدي الوداع يا سيدي الوداع يا حسين الوداع يا مظلوم الوداع يا سيدي الوداع يا حسين 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 بر محمد وآل محمد صلوات.
السلام عليك يا رسول الله السلام عليك يا خديجة الكبرى السلام عليك يا علي المرتضى السلام عليك يا فاطمة الزهراء السلام عليك يا حسن المجتبى السلام عليك يا حسين الشهيد ومن الشهيد السلام عليك يا علي زين العابدين السلام عليك يا محمد باقر السلام عليك يا جعفر الصادق السلام عليك يا موسى القادم السلام عليك يا علي الرضا السلام عليك يا محمد تقي السلام عليك يا علي النقي السلام عليك يا حسن العسكري ورحمة الله وبركاته السلام عليك يا صاحب العرش والزمان الأمان 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 السلام عليك يا خليفة الرحمن السلام عليك يا شريك القرآن السلام عليك يا كعبة الإيمان السلام عليك يا إمامنا وإمام الإنس والجان عجل الله لك ما وعدك من الناس ودخول الأمر ورحمة الله وبركاته.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم قل لوليك حجة ابن الحسن صلواتك عليه وعلى آبائه في هذه الساعة وفي كل ساعة وليا وحافظا وقائدا وناصرا ودليلا وعينا حتى تسكنه أرضك طوعا وتمتعه فيها طويلا برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين.
Brothers and sisters, just a reminder that tomorrow's Amal will begin at 10 a.m. sharp. That is Ashura Day Amal beginning at 10 a.m. sharp. Also tomorrow we have Marshia recitation. It's an open mic in any language you would prefer. If you are interested, please come see me now or tomorrow. Rahimallahu manaz al-Fatiha.
You are closing today?